Okay, this is the Micromanipulator 6200 probe station. We got a light source here, and we have our vacuum coming in over here on this line here. Vacuum's used for holding the wafer on the chuck, and you use this switch here to turn it on and off. You also have 5 valves here that you can hook up your vacuum lines to your probes. And you also have 5 on this side. Also on this side here you have a you stage pull out, release, and lock. And what that does is it's a vacuum clutch. And right now it's in a lock position, and as you see, as I move the y-axis, it'll move. If I shut it off, there's no movement, and it'll allow you to slide the stage out. You can load your wafer at this point, center it, lock it, and you can move it. You can see we're moving in the Y direction here. That's your gross coarse movement, and then you have a fine. On the right hand side, that's for your X. Again, this is the coarse, and then the smaller knob on the outside is the fine. You have a 6-inch chuck here that the wafer is loaded on, and you can adjust the theta doing a coarse adjustment or a fine adjustment. And once you get it in place, you can tighten down on your thumb screw here and it'll lock it in place. We have our platen here that you can adjust the platen height. You see the arm is moving as I turn this. And then you have your lever here that has 3 heights. So at its lowest height now, you can go to 1, 2, or 3. To release it, you press the button, push back, press on the button, and allow it to come down. As you can see, when I move the platen up one step, I set the lift delay for the microscope. As you can see, the microscope hadn't moved up on that as I moved up the platen. And it depends on where you set this knob back here. This will all be explained in the manual that you'll receive, explaining all the operations of the 6200. You'll receive a copy of that. But anyway, what I was trying to point out here is that I moved up one, the microscope didn't move. At this point you can see that the microscope is lifting up, and that's because I have a lift delay set here. Again, this microscope's moving up. And to release it, we'll bring this down. This also has the option that you can lift the microscope independent of the platen. And this is the down position here with the knob facing up, and to lift the microscope, bring this over to this position and lock it in place by using this screw on this push pin. To release it, I just took a little weight off the microscope, and you see the pin popped out, and it'll allow you to bring it back down. Alright, now for your microscope, you have your left and right x-axis movement, and you also have a y-axis movement here. The focus would be your Z movement, your gross or coarse adjustment, and then you have a fine adjustment here. The microscope has the capability of going from 1x all the way up to 2x, and you have a 20x objective as well as a 10x. You can see that there. Here's your 10x. You just rotate it in place depending on what magnification you require. And then we have 10x objectives, eyepieces. Excuse me.